Ooh, welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei Persona 4 Blind. In the last part, I tried my team low tier, and it sucked. So I'm just going to go back. So I'm just going to try this slightly above tier team. So I'm going to have to search for Adachi. Ooh, now it's time. We're in the red world. The red world with red mucks. All right, we got the blood world. Let's come through here. All right. So, as is the theme with most of what I've been doing here, I don't know if I'm over-leveled. Okay, my character is over-leveled. However, my partners really aren't. And Yosuke, oh, whoa, I didn't even realize. Yeah, I remember what my idea was to get these three higher leveled so that I could just use these three for more of it. So, I believe what I decided to do was have Kanji. Actually, was it? Okay, yeah. I realized that Kanji was the one who could actually be used more by himself. Or who knows? Who the hell knows? My thought process is not coming to mind at all. So just fight the enemies. Alright, so Jawtune of Evil. This guy, I recall, always reflecting at least two elements. Or this model. But then again, I remember the last one didn't reflect anything. Except maybe light and dark. Alright, I'm gonna try... Okay, I'm gonna try fire on him, so...
Let's go.
So, for this turn, I'm gonna instead test the Jotun for light. And he blocks it, okay. Okay, so the Akina looks like he's preparing for some danger, Mr. Robinson. Ooh, damn. He managed to create some danger for us now. Alright. Since both of them use lightning attacks, it might be better off if I simply defend with Teddy. Oh, dude. Crap. Alright.
Shouldn't someone heal Yukiko-senpai?
Yeah, probably. Alright, so none of these guys have weaknesses. And I'm in... Alright. I don't believe I have any weak... Wait. Yeah, Odin... Oh, shit, no. This isn't the one... I thought this was the one where I had, reflect fire. Shit. Alright, what was... This was the one with basically... no, that wasn't it. Okay, all the weaknesses so far that have been displayed have been lightning and ice. I am not weak to either of those. Let's see if there's any possibility for... me to... Okay, so... Yeah, lightning and ice. So it looks like I'll be fine with this. So for a defensive measure, that's going to be okay. But now I also have to be on the offense. I need to heal Yukiko because Yukiko is going to be testing all these guys for fire weakness. So I'm going to have to use an item for this turn. I equipped Loki purely for defensive reasons. But my health items, not quite that great. Because there's nothing like Definium, or what? Why the hell did his name come to mind? There's nothing like Diahan. Alright, so anyway. Test these guys for fire. Alright, so those two are weak to fire. Since both of them are charged, I'm also going to make them dizzy. I don't even care that it does no damage. But I just need to make sure they're not going to do any damage to me. So, it looks like this guy is nulled quite a lot. Alright. I didn't test the other guys for darkness, I believe, so... Okay. Looks like they are susceptible, but not weak. So this guy is... This guy uses ice, so I believe that's what... I'm pretty sure that's what he reflects. So at this point, I'm going to heal Yukiko to the maximum to make sure she doesn't get killed by this. Alright. And thankfully this man is quite generous and healed me. Loki... Huh. Alright. So this turn I will attack. Okay, well, it looks like physical damage does hurt him. But this turn, looks like Yukiko cannot do much when it comes to healing. Or cannot do much when it comes to damage, so pure healing. Now, it could be argued I probably should have defended, and that's probably true. But I might be able to find a weakness, or at least do enough damage. So, I'm going to hit some heavy damage on him right now.
I couldn't defeat it.
And hope for an ice weakness. Oh, what am I? Actually, that's probably dumb. Because he reflect. Yeah, I guess he reflect. So, yes.
Yukiko-senpai needs help.
So, yes. I don't know why he's always attacking me.
Shouldn't someone heal Yukiko-senpai?
So... Whoa, what the heck? Alright. At this point, I'm gonna heal Yukiko, and then have her defend.
I won't lose. Last one. Go for it.
I'll have Naoto do arm-rippingly harsh damage, and then have Teddy do the healing,
Couldn't defeat it.
since either way he can't attack anyway. Mini-Realm, I believe, is still very, very low, or relatively low, damage. Oh, wow, Naoto was in lower health than I initially thought she was in. So, while I am getting a fair bit of health, I might be able to get better results while still being safe. So, it looks like I could do this. Alright. But I still can't test much. But I at least can do some heavy damage. I'll have Teddy revive. Oh, never mind. I killed it. Okay. It had less health than I anticipated. I probably should have read that. Alright, Maragi dying. So it looks like I now have... Oh no! This is heavy fire damage. So... Is there another one? Is there severe fire damage? What is next? Salvation? What? A lot of these attacks had followed clear and continuous paths of naming, but what the hell is salvation? Please tell me this does not have a lot to do with Jesus! Okay. So, let's see. Oh, okay. So it's basically Media Han plus Cure. That looks actually very, very good, because in any situation when we're low on health, it could be in part due to a status affliction. So I'm probably gonna have that immediately replace Media Han, since either way, yeah. It's basically the super healing move. Okay. So that battle took a little bit longer. So the sky and the floor are the same color. Anyway. Dang it. Narrow hallways. I'm not even trying to get past them. I'm just trying to get an advantage. Although that's always the thing. It's offense versus time. Alright. So the Jotun of Evil...
You can win this, but not by using ice.
So the Jotun of Evil doesn't seem to be that tough. So I think I can just do regular physical attacks. Oh, whoa, and I got a crit. So very good luck on my part. I could go to the effort of taking down the sword, but I think it might be better off to take down the Jotun of Evil. Judgment swords are susceptible to light and dark attacks, but it might be a bit much to try and hit them with that. So instead, I'm going to try to hit everyone with physical attacks. Alright. These guys have been tested for everything except fire. So I'm just going to keep hitting them I'm just going to hit them with physical. And now that I'm with Yukiko, super fire. And it looks like I am going to get a critical. So alright. Good planning. This is where actually remembering to test everything can be very helpful. Because someone like me does not have the best of memory, so I can't just say, oh, I remember this guy from a first playthrough or whatever. By the way, this is my first time obviously playing this area. But I remember thinking this as I was playing through this again, or for New Game Plus, basically, where I was just thinking to myself, it was like, I can't remember what any of these guys' weaknesses are, and they don't carry on from the previous playthrough. And that was something where I was like, damn, what the hell do I do? So, Anubis, I might need it for fusion, so I'm actually thinking I'm gonna remove it. I'm just gonna remove Siegfried. Alright. So, ooh. So the moon card. I cannot remember what this does. The upright moon. Ooh, that'll be very nice. So,
I gained a level.
yay, Naoto and Teddy gained a level. So yes, Naoto and Teddy are not the best of partners, as can clearly be indicated. But, with Yukiko's support, it looks like they're doing okay for themselves. It looks like this area ends very quickly. Anything that ends in a treasures aren't just off to the side. They're always in an area that it's a dead end. So,
It's a no-brainer. I'm
this
sure
side?
you'll win.
So it looks like we got, is that almighty damage? Or like severe almighty damage? If that is the case, that's gonna be rough. But they are also using dark and fire attacks. It looks like I think I can, yes, null fire. So again, it might be safer to be Loki for this one.
2 enemies left. Don't lower your guard
Since
now.
Teddy can test him for ice, I'm just gonna do a physical attack. All right. I'm gonna test the. Actually, since they do dark attacks, I think they might actually be susceptible to light. But of course, logic. Ooh, they are.
Don't stop now.
I was initially gonna test them for dark because that happened to be the one that I had that could attack multiple people. But looks like I'm gonna have to go beyond that.
Level
All right.
up time.
And now Rise is leveled up and is gonna get the final power. So that's pretty nice, getting SP at the end of all of our turns. That, if we could be very conservative, any team can now last a decent length. But of course, it's just at the end, and I don't even know how much it is, or even how much it is proportionally. If it's a fixed amount, someone like Kanji could last a very long time, since he doesn't need to rely on magic all that much. But a guy like mine may not be the best for the situation.
Fire. This'll be easy.
Alright, Yukiko can take care of him very easily. And I think everyone else can just do damage to the Jotun of Evil. Alright. And finish him off in actually rather quick fashion, I would say.
It's quite tenacious.
This guy is null to fire damage, but he won't be the main target when I hit this. I was hoping for a follow-up from my allies, however it looks like that will not be the case.
You hit its weakness. Don't tell
So-
me it's not working.
Blight, I will do specifically to take out Jotun, but also do the other guy's damage.
Enemy defeated. Don't stop now, Natsuko.
So, now that I'm not really at any danger of getting hurt, and I don't even know how those guys really attack, I believe they usually attack with physical attacks. So I'm going to have Repel Physical along with Regenerate to actually, is my guy low on health? No, he isn't. So, yeah, I'm going to have Barong. And so I'm going to be regenerating SP while I'm
Just
attacking
2
them.
left. Come on. You can win.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I don't want to waste SP.
Go get him. Go, go,
Alright.
go.
So his attack is up. Ooh, I got lucky there. I was initially going to... Oh, wow. I got really, really good luck there. My initial plan was once I got to Yukiko that I would just hit him with the weakness and then make him dizzy. Alright. If I sound different, it's actually been some time since I recorded the last part. Alright. And plus, I just got finished watching most of AGDQ, and it was some hype-ass shit. It was pretty damn nice. It was kind of funny because I was talking to somebody on the in the Something Awful Racing group at our Tide Tuesday. That was the guy I was talking to, and he was and we messed up a recording of a race we were doing, and or no, someone did, and then it's like, well, at least it wasn't a long bit. It was like 10 minutes, and it was like, imagine if it was something incredibly long, and this game immediately came to mind, and I said. It was like, oh wow, it's a good thing. Wow, we just finished that Persona 4 race. I didn't even think we could record for 80 hours straight. How's your footage coming up? You know, and I would have to imagine it's very difficult to try and race any kind of RPG. But then again, people have done it. Although, even the guys who run RPG speedruns, they'll often say things like, it's pure luck. And, you know, a lot of times with these sort of things, it's like, is it worth putting in time into if it's pure luck? And I sort of consider like when people often play games over and over again and get very good at it, there is a strive to become better. And that's something that can be very difficult to try and do in an RPG, because in an RPG, such a great deal of it is luck. Like, I was watching a Pokemon speed run. The guy pretty much admitted it was pure luck. He said, oh yeah, and to finish off this Soul Silver run, I have to catch Mewtwo, and catching Mewtwo can take anywhere from 5 minutes to 2 hours. And he said there's a 6% chance every time I throw an Ultra Ball, or no, a Dusk Ball. So there's always that possibility that everything you need to do to get better, but you know, it's always this has always been a very consistent idea in RPGs with me, is putting in more time will oftentimes minimize the amount of times you have to rely on luck. Like, there have been too many times when the accuracy stats in this have just fucked me over, and it's just like, how did I even miss 6 times in a row, and yet he hit like 3 crits? I don't think there's ever been any situation that extreme, but it's that vibe. So it looks like fire attacks and everything. Oh wait, no, fire and wind. So that's definitely the wrong guy for that. Repel electricity. So fire and wind. See if there's anything that can get that. So, wow, I have a fair deal of guys who are actually weak against wind. Of course. Man, so many guys weak against fire. Oh my god, fire and wind. Okay, well, so I'm gonna go with Loki. Just so... Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Loki. So, Loki is, in spite of the fact that he's actually a very excellent defensive character, it's just that he's not that good on offense. But then again, the god of trickery would never be the guy on offense. He'd be the guy who would be trying to trick you into using your own offense against you.
Wow, it's beauty.
Let's see. So, fire is definitely going to be Yukiko's test. But, let's see. So, darkness looks like it will not work. So, I'm going to have to test light on these guys and see if it works on any of them. So, it looks like one of them are susceptible, but the other one is not.
No. 3 of them. Don't give up now.
So, the books and these guys, I believe, are both susceptible to ice damage, but not incredibly susceptible. So, let's see. It was fire and wind damage, which... Okay, no one's weak to fire and wind in my group. And Teddy's kind of low on SP, so I'm gonna hit the harem dancing, which is a particularly strange name, considering a harem is usually what you describe, basically a group where there's one guy and he almost has like 6 girlfriends. So let's see if this... Oh wow! Oh wow, these guys are actually very well set. So I have to test their wind weakness. And that might be the case because with that many nulls, you'd think they would be. You think they'd be weak to something. So I'm gonna just finish this guy off or dizzy him. Finished him off.
Good job,
Naoto can't test much else. And she's a bit low on health, so it's gonna attack him. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything. This. Oh wait, no, I thought that was Magurudime. Oh, here it is. So Odin can do the damage, but these guys are also the fire damagers. I'm gonna have to try and risk it and hope for the best. Either way, the wind amp will at least do very, very good damage. Unless it blocks, then I'm screwed. Or reflects, that would be even worse. Okay. Ooh, they do physical damage for this turn. I think I could just rush him and finish him off. Unless I miss! 2 times in a row! Oh, thankfully, last one worked. So we got it. Yes, and as I was talking about, oftentimes, I heard people say that, like, RPGs can be very challenging. I think you have to be in the right mindset for an RPG to come across as even remotely possibly being a challenge. And when I say being a challenge, I mean where there is a certain degree of skill and strategy involved. Because it is really hard for a lot of strategies where, or a lot of games where, if you have no idea what's going on, it can feel very trial and error-y. Like, that's what the first couple of boss battles felt, where I was like, what the fuck do I do? Because I have no idea. You know, the best boss battles I've seen, or the best RPG boss battles I've seen, can make the player immediately recognize what they have to do, but not recognize exactly how they have to do it. And this is instead, and this game I noticed seems to do things where it's like, the challenge is to do both. And I know a lot of people do enjoy the process of like, almost like poking and prodding and trying to see what they can do. But honestly, that can feel extremely tedious. And I don't think anybody can blame someone when they say it's an incredibly tedious process. Because a lot of times, when there is like a tangible game over or come back time, and there's always that amount of time that you need to come back, trial and error oftentimes has too much intermission time, and it doesn't feel as if you are part of an engaging and organic process. It feels like you are instead just exhausting possibilities. And that's always the difficult thing. So I got very lucky here.
Oh, this isn't good.
You know, this would have been a very difficult situation had they chosen to attack Yukiko. However, I am calm and collective in spite of the fact that they just fucking dodged. Alright. And of course, there's always the prospect of just optimization even through little situations. But of course, you have to drive your player to want to optimize, if you will. For example, I really don't. Oh my God, they have. Wow, they have excellent type coverage.
Are you okay?
Damn.
You can win this.
What
Just don't
the
keep starting it.
fuck? So only physical attacks. I had a suspicion of that, but it just didn't seem reasonable. So I'm gonna go for poison damage.
Let's go.
Right.
It's quite tenacious.
This is very difficult because, well, it's difficult to decide. I guess that's where a lot of things come in with the challenge of more strategic games. But a lot of times it's just kind of following the obvious, which I think in the single player of Pokemon is a case of that, where it's like the challenge is kind of obvious because it's just like, just go for type advantage. It's in intricate things where it gets challenging. And here it's a similar situation where neither of my two people that I'm thinking about Yukiko or Teddy have good type advantage, and they are both terrible physical attackers. But Yukiko has the double weakness of also having the possibility of allowing these guys to attack twice. So I'm gonna heal everyone here, or have Teddy heal, and then Yukiko guard. Again, this is a little optimization situation where you, the player, have to figure things out. But again, of course, it's like, is that thought process what you want?
You can win this.
And I don't know about me, but these sections are not my forte. Not because I can't really get into them, it's just that they are nowhere near as interesting as other things, and they suffer from kind of the problem of the way I play and the way I optimize to maximize the potential that maximize the potential I see, or to maximize the potential that I want to maximize, if you will. Oh Jesus, they're still gonna hit Yukiko.
Oh, this isn't good.
I have to do these all in one sitting, and that is,
Careful, guys.
and
We only
trust
want
me,
help.
this gets tedious after a while. All right.
Someone finish this one up. Heal Yukiko-senpai.
And I think, as I believe I was talking about something known as, or this isn't even the name, it's just drip drop story, where you drip drop story, and then you have exploration, and then you go into more fundamental battle mode. And there's a certain degree of separation. But the problem in this game is the story is not drip dripped. You drink it in giant cups. And it's fucking delicious. The story in this game and the characterization, I quite like it. And the gameplay, I liked it and the more combat-centric stuff, I liked it at first. But it doesn't have those connecting things that that really get you absorbed in a new environment. For example, the random dungeons are nice so that you don't know everything, but that's also sort of the problem.